come to the start finish line again.
Welcome in, everybody. Adam Gladfelter here with Racer Nexus. Race number 7 here for the Rookie Class Racing ARCA League at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Absolutely love this track. This is a great track, and for the ARCA cars, it's going to be awesome as well. So get you a snack, get you a drink, pull up a chair, relax, and enjoy the show tonight because it's going to be amazing. We've got 20 drivers out here registered for tonight's race, and let's get down trackside as we meet some of these drivers out on track tonight. We've got Michael Cordray out here. Currently at the top of the spot. There we go right there. Cordray with a 30.021. That's pretty quick here in Las Vegas. We've got Eric Johnson here sitting on pit road. He's second fastest. David Vodka, Charles Wilson on track. There's Charles Wilson there in the 57 Army machine. Ronnie Welchel on track right now. Drew Calvert in that 43. And Noah Flores out here. Nice having Noah out here in the ARCA series. Charles Bagley with Team No Lift getting out on track. Joel Kurth running that, running that Mountain Dew 88 throwback. Woo, that looks good. And we've got Ethan Becker on track in the 19 machine. Junior Heaton in that 62 Menards / Monster Energy Ford Mustang, and Van Owen. So that's 20 drivers out here. There's David Monica. We've only got 1 minute left here in practice. Then we're going to get down to a few minutes here to qualify and then to the race. It's going to be a good one tonight. It's going to be pretty competitive. And we've only got a few races left here in the ARCA League. So we wrap that up and should find out who's really starting in the championship tonight. So we can get that information up for next week's race. What's going on? Hubert Johnson, what's going on? Rob Hamilton in the chat. Oh, we got 12 people watching already, and the race hadn't even begun. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome to Racer Nexus, everyone, and Rookie Class Racing ARCA League. Rookie Class Racing runs on Friday nights with the ARCA and Saturday night with the trucks. Same time, different tracks. All right, with that being said, we're going to get down here to qualifying. Who's going to roll off first? It's going to be Michael Cordray. He's going to roll off here. Michael Cordray running a very special paint scheme tonight. The paint scheme, not so much, but what's on the hood of the car. You can see there is, he's carrying the picture of his grandfather, Specialist Terry Cordray. And with him being first in practice, hopefully he can get the pole here tonight and lead everybody to green flag. That will be something else. Right now, Cordray on track. No times posted yet. Ronnie Welcho out here. Cordray's going to put up the first time as he's crossing the start-finish line. 30.410. Oh, he could definitely do better than that, as we got some times coming in now. Charles Bagley currently second, with his teammate Kevin Allen sitting in third right now. Those times aren't going to stick for sure. I mean, we saw 30.0s running in practice. Probably some 30.1s maybe. Charles Wilson on track. Michael Cordray just grabbing his second lap here. 30.270. Maybe. Hell Peterson just took the green flag for his. Charles Wilson just completing his, now up to third place. It's going to knock Charles Bagley to fourth, as Noah Flores coming across the start-finish line right this second. And Noah Flores to second place. Oh, Gavin Smith's out here. Gavin with the speed right now, currently third fastest on the board. Oh, Hubert Johnson said track temp is up like 20 degrees from low times in practice. Oh, that is fantastic. I love the slipperiness of Las Vegas. It's going to be a hoot. Gavin Smith to the top of the board. Now Van Owen finishing his lap up, now currently 10th. Ethan Becker rolls up to 4th place. And we got Declan Beatty here. Let's see what he can do. Down the backstretch he goes. Across the start-finish line, what's it going to be for Declan Beatty? To the pole with a 30.204. Drew Calvert now crossing the start-finish line, going to be 11th. We got some guys here that still haven't qualified. Eric Johnson, Tim Hurd, Vodka, Lemuel Price, Terry Litweiler, and Rob Hamilton. These guys are probably going to start in the back. And Junior Heaton out. Just took the green flag. With 20 seconds left to qualify, he should be able to grab at least one time here. I don't know if it's going to be good. First laps were slow compared to the second laps. As Junior Heaton goes up to 7th, so not that slow. 30.37. And that's going to do it for qualifying tonight. Now it's time to take the grid. You guys know what time it is. Starting on the pole tonight, the 22 of Declan Beatty. To his outside, the 16 of Gavin Smith. Row number 2 is going to go to Michael Cordray with Noah Flory. Row 3, Ethan Becker, Kel Peterson. Row number 4, Junior Heaton and Kevin Allen. Row 5, Charles Wilson, Ronnie Welchel. Row 6, Charles Bagley with Drew Calvert. Row 7, Van Owen, Joel Kurth. Row number 8, Eric Johnson with Rob Hamilton. Row 9, David Vodka, Terry Litweiler. Row 10, Lemuel Price with Tim Hurd. And that's going to be it. 20 drivers taking the field tonight. $75 laps here at Las Vegas. It's going to go by fairly quick. All right, these cars should be rolling out here. And while they do that, we are going to have 3 pace laps under caution tonight to give a dedication to Specialist Terry Cordray. Got it up on the screen here in loving memory of Specialist Terry Cordray. Tonight we pause to honor Specialist Terry Cordray, a retired veteran of the 1st Infantry Division, a man who served with pride, strength, and unwavering dedication, who tragically passed away this past Tuesday. Known as part of the Big One, Specialist Cordray carried forward a legacy of courage and commitment, standing for something greater than himself. Even in retirement, that sense of duty, honor, and character never left him. Beyond the uniform, he was a devoted family man, someone whose impact was felt most deeply by the ones closest to him. Tonight's tribute is especially meaningful. His grandson, Michael Cordray, takes to the track carrying his memory in a powerful way, with a picture of his grandfather placed proudly on the hood of his car. It's more than a tribute. It's a symbol of love, respect, and a bond that will never fade. As the engines come to life and the race begins, we remember Specialist Terry Cordray, not only for his service, but for the life he lived and the legacy he leaves behind. Tonight he rides with us. May we carry his memory forward in everything we do, with the same strength, honor, and love he showed to the world. Rest easy, Specialist Cordray. Your watch may be over, but your legacy will never fade. All right, folks. Getting ready to go green here in the formation lap. Caution lights are still on for the pace car, and they should go off this time, and we're going to go green flag racing here. Looking forward to it. 75 laps, like I said before. Let's take a look here at the weather for this evening race. Oh, 108 track temp. Yeah, that's a little beefy here for Las Vegas. But it is Las Vegas. It's hot with 8% humidity. Sounds about right with 81-degree air temperature. And race analysis, you can see 75 laps for tonight's race. I'm looking to see some pit stops happen here under green flag conditions. It's going to be fun, I guarantee it. So, pace car lights are off, just as we stated, and drivers going 2 by 2, just like Noah's Ark, heading down into turn number 2. Last lap under caution, and we're going to go green. Declan Beatty, Gavin Smith, gonna lead us to the green flag. I'm ready to get this shindig underway. Here we go, pace car heading off. Time to get it started as they head to the start zone for the first time tonight. Green flag in the air. Declan Beatty now taking control. Gavin Smith kind of falls back here on the outside lane as Michael Cordray underneath challenges the 16 for the second place. The 16 going to have some momentum here, but Beatty with the momentum now going to keep it here as he slides up. That's going to put the tightness here on the 16. Gavin Smith nowhere to go. Michael Cordray now challenging for the lead as they're 3 wide heading down into turn number 1. Now 4 wide. Now back to 3 wide as Gavin Smith now takes control of the race. Noah Flory now putting it 3 wide in the middle as Michael Cordray now slides up in front of the field. He's going to go into third place as Declan Beatty now falls to fourth. Noah Flory now moves up into third as Ethan Becker. Oh, Charles Wilson kind of gets tangled up, loses his way a little bit. He's going to try to get back going here. As the field goes by, he's going to lose a bunch of positions. Back up here, Ethan Becker now taking over the fourth spot. Michael Cordray trying to rally up into second to try to do something with Gavin Smith. Now these drivers really getting it figured out here. Joel Kurth back in seventh place, just behind Kevin Allen. Joel Kurth up 7 spots from the drop of the green flag too. Kevin Allen trying to look low on the 62. Not sure it's going to happen this time by, but he's going to keep working on him as we got a battle for the lead. Michael Cordray on the high side, Gavin Smith on the bottom. I think Gavin Smith's got the preferred spot here, heading down into 3 and 4. Now, if it was turn 1 and 2, it'd be a little different. Oh, Gavin Smith a little loose. Cordray now looking to the outside. Cordray heading on the outside here in turns 1 and 2. Now it's different. The momentum can really be seen here in 1 and 2 as Cordray's going to have the momentum. The 24, or Noah Flory in the 12, excuse me, gets in the walls, and Michael Cordray in the lead. Noah Flory now looking low on the 16. Boy, man, this thing's keeping me busy tonight. Getting a little tongue-tied. I like it. Noah Flory not able to make the position here or get below the 16 just quite yet. Now he's trying to do something as the 16, Gavin Smith, gets into the wall. Ethan Becker kind of fading back just a little bit as Kevin Allen now rolls up into 5th place. Declan Beatty and Junior Heaton get tangled up back there. Just a little touch. Ronnie Welchel and the 71 of Terry Lutweiler back here battling. The old heads here having a nice battle as they head down into turn 3 and 4. Terry making the position happen. Now Declan Beatty looking to the outside of Junior Heaton. Junior thought he was closer than he really was and kind of stepped out a little bit. That's going to put Terry Lutweiler now up into 8th as he looks low on the 22. Back up front, Cordray still leading the way. Gavin Smith, though, hasn't really lost the ground up on the 72. He's still there, so if Cordray bobbles just a little bit, Gavin Smith's going to be right there to take control of the situation. These two about a half a second lead now over Ethan Becker. Noah Flory starting to get a little pace here as we're coming up on lap number 12. Top drivers here, single file. Kel Peterson battling with the 62 of Junior Heaton. Hill all the way on the bottom, giving plenty of room to the 62. Nice big arch here from the 20. That's going to give him a ton of momentum on the exit. Should see him clear. Yes, he does. That was a fantastic arch there. Arc going into that corner for Kel Peterson. Not all the way to the bottom. Right on entry. Just kind of rolled to a early apex, which really helps in turns 3 and 4, especially if you're on the bottom. Back up front, Kevin Smith tried to do something with the 72. There he is on your screen, but got in the wall a little bit. Now he's falling back to the clutches of the 19 of Ethan Becker. Let's get on board here with Ethan Becker and see what he's seeing tonight from his eyes. And it's the 16 and the 19 battle here. Ethan Becker kind of pulling back up. Ethan should be able to put it side by side here going out of turn number 4. Not going to be able to clear him by any means. Oh, 16 comes down on the 19. Now on board with the guy on the high side. Oh, a little tight there for the 16. That's going to open the door up for Ethan Becker. As he goes by, it's just that little touch of the wall just slows these ARCA cars down so much. And he's coming down pit road. We're going to see. Oh, yeah, he's got it. No speeding there for Ethan Becker. Or Gavin Smith, I'm so sorry. Now Noah Flory moves up into third. A lot of jostling for position, man. This thing's got me all flustered tonight. Noah Flory with some good pace. Joel Kurth in the 88 with some really good pace as well as he moves up into fourth. Cordray now down pit road. Looks like a pretty good entry there for Cordray. We're going to see Terry Litweiler, Ronnie Welchel, Bagley on pit road. Ethan Becker staying out now. As Noah Flory's looking to the outside. Not going to be able to do it. Going to fall in behind the 19. Pit stops are going to be happening here for some others. Yes, solid line of cars. Oh, this is going to get sketchy. Kel Peterson trying to make up some spots. Oh, these guys. Woo, that was awesome. Kel Peterson. How about that? What a fantastic pit road entry for the 20 car as he picked up 5 spots there on the entry of pit road. Tim Hurd staying out. Eric Johnson and Rob Hamilton. These guys last but not least to pit. And that's gonna complete the pit cycle. Tim Hurd, Rob Hamilton down, Eric Johnson staying out. Not sure what's going on with Eric Johnson and how, well, not that anything's wrong with Eric Johnson, but he's always the last to pit, so he's always got more fuel than everybody else. Not sure why. It's like every single race, he's able to go at least one more lap. Johnson now down on the bottom, he's going to pit. And there he goes there. And with that being said, the leader is going to be Cordray once he goes back by the start-finish line. Got a pretty good lead here as he is 4 seconds ahead of second place, Kevin Allen. All right, so as Michael Cordray goes by, Eric Johnson now rolling out. So he's going to drop some spots. Yeah, so Cordray will take over the lead, 4 seconds ahead of Kevin Allen. Fuel only for Cordray, Allen, Smith, Beatty, Litweiler. Looks like the only guys that took tires, Joel Kurth, Noah Flory, and Junior Heaton for the top 10. There's Kevin Allen in second. Gavin Smith trying to catch up here. Let these drivers run a few more laps, and we'll check out who's got the fastest 5-lap average. What do you say? Now Allen, Smith, Beatty, close together here. Enough for a battle. Beatty closing into the back of the 16 of Gavin Smith. As Cordray now puts these guys about 4.1 seconds back now. Cordray on the move. Last lap ran a 31 flat. These others 31 ones. And these three right here, second, third, and fourth place, kind of getting a little spread out. As Cordray still putting the power down, 31.04. Very consistent out of the 72 machine tonight. Back a little bit further, in fifth place is Terry Litweiler. Having a nice run. Joel Kerr trying to run him down, along with Ronnie Welchel. There's Joel Kerr. Love that paint scheme too, by the way, Joel. I was a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan growing up, and that just brings back some memories there. Love it, love it, love it. Ronnie Welchel now in seventh place. So as we go back up here in the battle, Joel Kerr getting around the 71 of Terry Litweiler. Now, the reason why it looked so easy there in 3 and 4 was Joel Kerr actually took tires on that stop versus Terry's fuel only. Oh, it's a 16 of Gavin Smith goes around. Caution for the first time tonight is going to come out on lap 25, so we got 50 laps remaining. Hey, that was a pretty good stretch there for these guys. As we're going to look and see from the Racer Nexus chopper cam what happened to Gavin Smith in that 16 machine. Oh, the air got taken off the back by the 22. It'll happen. You'll get that on them big jobs. Gavin Smith just unable to keep it under control. All right, folks. Well, these drivers last pitted on lap 16 to 19. They've only been out for a few laps here. 10 laps. 10 laps on fuel. I see him coming down. I see Cordray going to bring the rest of the field down. I'm not sure if they got 2 sets of tires up the wall tonight. He may go ahead just to say, I'm going to grab my first set of tires. I have a feeling he's going to do that. Along with Allen and Beatty, Litweiler, Welchel. These guys are going to grab their tires. I just have a feeling. There's Kevin Allen pulling in his pit stop, in his pit box. We're going to see. Oh, yeah. Right sides go up immediately. Let's see who wins the battle off pit road. It's going to be Joel Kerr, because, see, he got tires during the green flag run. Now he's going to win off pit road. Joel Kerr with the battle off pit road. So, all in all, pretty good little strategy call there from Joel Kerr. Bold, but I like it. Drew Calvert taking over the second spot. So where they're going to start. right, so with that being said, let's take a look here at your starting lineup for the restart. Joel Kurth and Drew Calvert's going to start on the front row with Junior Heaton. Michael Cordray second row. Third row, Van Owen with Kevin Allen. Declan Beatty, Terry Leweiler fourth row. Eric Johnson and Ronnie Welchel in the fifth row. That's the top 10 right there. Thank you, Rob Campbell with Racer Nexus for these awesome overlays, man. Do a solid job getting all these leagues situated. It's the behind the scenes work that Rob Campbell does just to make these league races pop, man. All right, so the iRacing Ford Mustang about to head in here. We're gonna get this thing back underway. Joel Kurth's gonna lead us to the green flag. That green's dropping. Joel Kurth is popping, as he's already got a 3-car length lead over Drew Calvert right now. Great jump here for Joel Kurth. Drew Calvert now trying to get some speed, closing right back in on the back of the 88 as he's looking to the high side. Joel Kurth said, no, no, no. Now Drew Calvert looking to the inside. Calvert with the fresh ones over Joel Kurth by 10 laps. And you're about to see the difference right here as the 43 is going to head down into the bottom. Oh, man. No, he's not. But the timing loop is going to put Drew Calvert, I believe, as the leader. And it looks like Lemuel Price, Tim Hurd, and Ethan Becker. Ooh, Ethan Becker. Going to wreck here. Lemuel Price getting it turned around. Got some significant damage on that front of the machine. Let's take a look here from the Racer Nexus Chopper Cam. Oh, yeah, we need to rewind that a little bit. For some reason, the wreck had already happened. So we need to look at Lemuel Price here as he was the front car. Oh, looks like Noah Flory got into Lemuel Price, and that's going to be the reason why the 38 spun around. He normally doesn't do it by himself. So that's going to be on Noah Flory. He just had a run out of 4 and just didn't check up. Got into the back of the 38 machine. So Drew Calvert, like I said, Drew Calvert's going to be the leader. Hey, let's check on the weather here. It was 108 to start the race. Now it is at 115. Woo! Now, that is a noticeable difference when you're in dirty air. I can promise you that. Still 81 degrees in the air, though. So, I mean, we're looking at 7-degree difference between lap 1 and lap 32. That is going to be noticeable. Nobody pitted, looks like. I mean, there was some drivers back in the back that pitted, but the front runners here did not pit. Let's see, last pitted on lap 31, so that starts from 8th on back. So the top 7 staying out. All right, so as we go back green, we're going to get back to the starting lineup. Drew Calvert, Joel Kurth now swap spots. Drew Calvert with the command. He's going to do the command here on the restart. Michael Cordray, Junior Heaton in row 2. Kevin Allen, Van Owen, row 3 with Declan Beatty. Eric Johnson, row number 4. Terry Litweiler and Gavin Smith in row number 5. If you've enjoyed the race this evening, make sure to give a like and a follow. And if you've got anybody that you want to send this video to, or the live stream, make sure to share it. It really helps out the channel and the leagues. All right, so as we're heading down out of turn number 4, we're going to get going here once again as we are almost halfway in this race. Here we go, Drew Calvert with not a good as jump as Joel Kurth had, though. Michael Cordray now underneath the 88. This is for second position. Kevin Allen now looking low as well. He's going to stay with Cordray. He's got to be careful here, being that close to knock the air off the rear. I think they're going to be able to take over Joel Kurth a little easier. And he's going to be able to make passes because they've got about 10 lap newer tires on their machines. Joel Kurth, though, doing a fantastic job, though, on the outside. Going to keep second place for now. To the outside, Joel Kurth goes, trying to take over the lead. Joel Kurth with the power move around the outside is going to be able to clear Drew Calvert. Now Michael Cordray around the outside as well. He's going to be able to take over the second spot. Push Drew Calvert to third. Now Kevin Allen trying to battle the 43 for his shot to third place. Now's your chance around the outside. Clear, as these drivers are pretty much single filed out now. Trying to just make these passes happen when they can. Now Gavin Smith, after that spin, has worked his way up to fifth as he's trying to battle for fourth place here with Drew Calvert. Goes all the way down for a side draft, trying to slow him down. And Michael Cordray trying to take over the lead from the 88 machine of Joel Kurth. They're tight. Oh, Michael Cordray was way loose there on the exit of 2. He was trying to drive that thing. The wheel man here of Cordray. Michael Cordray on board with him as he's got the 88 to his outside. You can see the 88 come down with the side draft. Going to be clear for now, but Cordray going to send it down into turn 1. Got Kevin Allen to the outside, so Cordray goes to third in one corner. looking low off the 77. As they battling for second place. Oh, Cordray goes up, gets into the 77. It's not intentional. All is good in the neighborhood. Gavin Smith now, he is rolled up here since these guys are side by side. He's now to the back of these guys. Gavin Smith's following the 77. And on the high side, oh, this is the highest I've seen somebody tonight. Oh, it's a 62, gets into the wall. That's Junior Heaton back there as Eric Johnson goes by on the bottom. Johnson now up to 6th. Junior Heaton back up in the wall once again. Kevin Allen battling for the lead. Joe Kurth, he's going to get loose here. Ooh, yeah, he got loose a little bit off the back of Gavin Smith, right on his bumper. And look at this, 3-wide battle here for the lead and second place. They're just all over each other. Beautiful. I don't know what to look at. Joe Kurth in the middle. He is the meat. Oh, Cordray goes around and gets the front bumper taken off. Got to go down and get that fixed. We've got to take a look at that. As Kevin Allen's going to be scored the leader coming to the line. And let's take a look here from the Racer Nexus chopper cam. Cordray on the top side, Joe Kurth on the bottom. Drew Calvert looking low as well. Just no room to be had. I wouldn't say anybody's at fault here. Just a racing deal, just no room to be had. We're going to look at it one more time. You can see Cordray and Kurth, they're giving each other, room. But Kurth on the bottom, or in the middle, rather, now on the bottom, just kind of slides up a little bit as Cordray also goes up. See, Cordray and Kurth are in dirty air because of the 77 and the 16 battling for the lead up in front. So they have no air. So they could have let out a little bit. Ooh, nasty hit there, 4-72 though. They could have let out, but, you know, when you're battling like that in the draft, just can't be helped. Kevin Allen, all these drivers coming down. Are they going to grab some tires here? Yes or no? Probably fuel only if I had to guess. Oh, they're grabbing some tires. Bold strategy. I believe they, from what I was told, they only have 2 sets of tires. As Gavin Smith's going to win the battle off pit road with what looks like just right sides only. Gonna have about 27 laps here when we take the green once again. So Gavin Smith going to be scored the leader here for this restart. And for the lineup, going to go like this. The 16 and the 22 going to be on the front row. That's Gavin Smith, Declan Beatty. Charles Bagley, Kevin Allen, teammates, going to be restarting side by side here in row 2. Drew Calvert, Eric Johnson. In row 3, Terry Litweiler, Ronnie Welchel. Row 4, David Vodka, Charles Wilson in row number 5. As my brothers pull to the end turn number 3, they're going to take the green flag this time by, and yeah, they're going to have about 27 laps or so remaining. Pace car going to pull down here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Gavin Smith, Declan Beatty leading them to the green flag. Gavin Smith's going to have a huge jump here. Yes, he does. Fantastic jump for Gavin Smith. Kevin Allen, though, pushing the mess out of the 22 right now. Some side drafting going on as these drivers getting up to speed. There's going to be some dirty air to be had. Kevin Allen, he's being in business right now. And look at this guy. I haven't seen this guy in ages. Charles Bagley up here battling for the second position. Love what I'm seeing. Hey, we missed you there, Bagley. Missed you, buddy. Oh, Joe Kurtz up in the wall. Back in 12th. And it's only going to get worse the further back you go. David Vodka running 8th. Having a nice run. Been staying out of trouble. Like what I'm seeing from the 24 machine tonight. As we go back a little bit further to 20 and the 26 battling. That is Kel Peterson and my hero, Ronnie Welchel. Noah Flory in the wall a little bit there as Eric Johnson goes by someone. Gavin Smith pulling away with the lead right now, almost a half a second. Declan Beatty now just about cleared the 43, and then out of nowhere, Drew Calvert with momentum. And now he's going to clear the 22 along with the 77. Oh, we got an accident here between the 11 and the 88. That's Rob Hamilton and Joel Kurd. Caution will rave for the 4th time tonight. We're going to take a look here, see what happened between the 88 and the 11 from the Racer Nexus chopper cam. The 11 all the way to the bottom of the track, 62 behind him. Not sure if the 11 gets loose. Or, oh, we're going to have to look at it one more time here. We got to see, did the 88 of Joe Kurtz come down and collect the 11? Or did the 11 come up and get into the 88? Here we go. Right here, the 11 on the bottom. Looks like one came down, one came up. They get into one another, and race control immediately throws the caution. So Michael Cordray scattering. No harm, no foul. We're going to get that damage fixed. That's going to be about 30 seconds of damage for Rob Hamilton, who got the blunt force of that accident. about 30 seconds or so, and he's going to be right back out. The safest place to be on pit road, because it's been nose to tail the entire race and a bunch of jostling for position. Gavin Smith being scored the leader. Drew Calvert, boy, he was on a terror right there, though. As he had 4 fresh tires, he was making his moves happen. Lights on the pace car should go off this time as he's coming out of turn number 4. So Drew Calvert can be starting on the outside here. Gavin Smith had the restart last time. Caution comes out, he's going to have a restart again. Pretty good restart. Gavin Smith usually pretty good at restarts. I always enjoy watching, because he does some trickery. At least that's what I call it. Sometimes he'll go early in the box, he'll go late in the box. It just depends on really how he's feeling and what the cars are doing behind him. Like if they're bunched way up to the back of him, he'll go late because it kind of just plays that mind game. And if they're kind of dragging back, he'll go early. Oh, we're going to see here what he does, as we're going to go on board here with Gavin Smith for the restart. We don't normally do this, but we're going to do it anyway because, you know what? I've got control of the cameras, and I think it's fun. So here we go. Pace car heading off, and we're going to be on board with Gavin Smith as he does the restart. Downshifting to second gear. Goes mid to late in the box, and up through the gears. Kevin Allen now taking over the second spot for now. But you know, all these drivers, they're constantly swapping positions here, as Eric Johnston now in third underneath Drew Calvert. Drew all the way to the door of the 18, head down into the corner. And with all this going on, the 20 of Kel Peterson looking on. Kel really has nowhere to go right this second, as the two drivers in front of him, side by side, door to door, as they're heading down into turn number 3. Declan Beatty on the high side, he doesn't have anywhere to go either except for to the outside of the 20. But he's working on the 71 right now, and the 71's working on the 20. Laps are closing down here, folks. 20 laps to go. Oh, Gavin Smith pulls down in front of the 77, takes the nose completely off of the 77, and takes all his air and momentum away. That's going to drag him back to the bumper of the 18. Now the 18 and the 77 battling side by side as they come out of 2. Eric Johnson now taking over second place with plenty of momentum to go up here and challenge for the lead. I give it one more lap, he's going to be there challenging. Noah Flory on the high side. And just like that, the nose blocked off of Kevin Allen. And in 2 laps, coming to 3 laps now, has dropped down to 6th place. Kel Peterson moves up into 4th, and he's got some fresh tires as well. All these drivers last pitted on lap 44. Drew Calvert all the way up. Gonna try to get past the 20, or keep his position rather. As Eric Johnson now diving below to try to take the lead from the 16. He's going to clear him. The 16 is going to try to go low here. There he goes. Back down on the apron for Gavin Smith. As they beat and bang going down into turn 1. Still beating and banging. Eric Johnson loose. Eric Johnson's only going to take so much, and then you were heading to the pit road. Looking back low on the 16 right now. The 16 gets back down into the 18 once again. And now they're 3 wide for the lead. Eric Johnson in the middle. It's going to get tight. Gavin Smith now going to be the loser here. Gavin Smith to the bumper of the 18, now going on the high side. Gavin Smith looking low once again. Eric Johnson with the side draft is going to give him momentum out of 2. That's going to slow up Gavin Smith quite a bit here. Now Noah Flory on the high side. And here comes this cat, Michael Cordray. Gavin Smith now down pit road. Eric Johnson taking the lead. 13 laps remaining. Cordray takes the air off of Noah Flory. Noah Flory gets in the wall, drops back a spot. Now Kel Peterson's going to take over the 3rd position. And these drivers nose to tail here. 1st through 3rd, and then there's a decent sized gap. What does Kel Peterson have for the 72? As he's going to look low, but I think the 72 of Cordray is going to actually have the momentum. Going to be able to keep that spot. Ooh, a little loose there. Out of turn number 2. It's okay. We're going to keep it. Cordray. Oh, the 20. Oh, here they come down pit road. Cordray actually misses. Kel Peterson coming down. Eric Johnson, Kel Peterson, who I don't know if Kel's got a black flag or not. They were literally racing and then decided to pit. Now Declan Beatty goes to the lead. Michael Cordray falls back to 2nd. Pit stops being had as the 22, 72, 77, and the 43 coming down the pit road, along with the 88 and the 24. Charles Wilson as well coming down. So with that being said, now Tim Hurd is the leader, followed by Rob Hamilton and Lemuel Price. And once it cycles out, Eric Johnson coming out right now, and you can see he's blended out on the racing surface. He's going to be the leader once these next 3 pit. Well, maybe not. Gavin Smith further ahead with fuel only, looks like, for Gavin Smith. Tires for Eric Johnson. He's going to be able to run this guy down quickly. As Tim Hurd still needing to pit here. Gavin Smith pulling low below the 53. Rob Hamilton in second. These guys still staying out for now. Eric Johnson going below the 11. Trying to get his lap back here the hard way. But once they pit, it'll be fine. 8 laps to go. Tim Hurd still staying out for now. Eric Johnson running down Gavin Smith right now. It's going to come down to the line here between these two. Eric Johnson looking low on the leader to Tim Hurd. He's going to go by. Cannot make it all the way on fuel. They're going to have to pit. Gavin Smith leading the way with less than a half a second lead over Eric Johnson. It's going to come down to the last couple of laps here between these two. Tim Hurd now down pit road. Rob Hamilton staying out for now. Cordray way up. He's the leader. He will be the leader once this thing plays out, once Rob Hamilton pits. Five laps to go. Hamilton now down pit road. Cordray's got to go all the way back around as he's got a 3.7 second lead over these guys. Had a fantastic pit stop here. 38 seconds total pit time from cone to cone for Cordray. 42 for Gavin Smith. So that is the distance on pit road that he has been able to pick up. That's why he's so far ahead. Cordray to the lead. 4 laps remaining. Johnson now getting around Gavin Smith for second. Declan Beatty trying to run him down. Lemuel Price up, out of the way. 3 laps remaining here. Declan Beatty trying to run down Gavin Smith. Looking low on Gavin Smith now. Beatty trying to take over the 3rd spot. Will he be able to clear Gavin Smith? Not right now. They battle. They touch. Coming across the start-finish line. 2 laps to go. Declan Beatty with the fresher tires, though, he should be able to get him as we're coming out of turn number 4. Michael Cordray with the white flag. One more time around for the 72 machine. It's official. We just got to race back to the checkered. What a special night here for Cordray. Coming out of turn number 4, Michael Cordray is going to win it here tonight at Las Vegas. What a great battle all night by these guys. Only 4 cautions for tonight. The league's getting better and better. Eric Johnson giving him a bump here, along with Kevin Allen and Declan Beatty. Not going to be able to. And Gavin Smith giving him a bump as well. Michael Cordray gonna take her around, do some donuts with his grandfather on the hood, honoring him tonight. What a special win here for Michael Cordray. You burn them out, buddy. You burn this one tonight. All these drivers race their guts out, but there's only room for one victor. And with it being Las Vegas, the odds were in his favor. All right, with that being said, let's get into the finished results while we wait for these drivers to join the broadcast booth. Michael Cordray led 22 laps tonight, bringing it home in the number one position by almost 5 seconds over second place, Eric Johnson. Gavin Smith brings it home in third, followed by Declan Beatty in fourth. Kevin Allen fifth. Drew Calvert finishes sixth. Noah Flory in seventh. Terry Litweiler eighth. Junior Heaton in ninth, with Kel Peterson rounding out your top 10. Charles Wilson brings it home in 11th, with Ronnie Welchel 12th, Joe Kerr 13th, Rob Hamilton 14th, David Vodka in 15th, with Charles Bagley 16th, Lemuel Price 17th, Tim Hurd 18th, Van Owen in 19th, with Ethan Becker finishing in 20th. Declan Beatty with the pole position tonight. Noah Flory with the fastest lap of 29.870. That's pretty quick. Cordray led the most laps tonight. Hard charger award goes to Eric Johnson, of course. Up 13 positions, 4 cautions for 12 laps, and 17 green flag lead changes by 10 different drivers. How about that? All right, and with that being said, let's get into, let's slide over to the other broadcast booth, and we've got Gavin Smith waiting to be interviewed. Gavin, how are we doing tonight?
Pretty good. How about you?
Man, loving it, that's for sure. You had some tough battles there. Everybody was fast. I mean, everybody was nice and consistent on lap times. You just couldn't pull away there when you had the lead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. It was so packed. I was not expecting it to be this action-packed and all big hornet's nest from start to finish. That was, oh, my goodness. I was on my toes the entire race there. And you can even tell because I spun out early on in the race, too. But yeah, spun early on, so that's a minus. But a plus is we got a fast repair after another wreck, after took tires, took repairs, took everything I needed to do. Got back up front in a hurry by about halfway through the race, which was a big plus, and really just fought for it towards the end. And I just want to real quickly say a huge congratulations to Michael Cordray. I know he did lose a very important family member. I don't know if it was his father or his grandfather, but I just want to put my private condolences to him and his family. Just a huge congratulations to me. He deserves it more than anybody else here. And our second place finisher, Eric Johnson. I let him by here because we were beating and banging earlier, and I knew that if I was going to fight for it, we were going to beat and bang again, and I didn't want to end up having my hope shot up for getting to the next round of the playoffs. But so I just let him by, and then from there it was just an absolute heat to the finish between a big battle with me and Declan. Shout out to Declan, by the way, for that amazing battle. But yeah, it was just fully action-packed all day. This is not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be fully open throughout the field, but it was the complete opposite, and I'm happy with the result tonight. So
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And this league is getting stronger and stronger as far as competition goes. So you came in here beating the crap out of everybody early on in this league, and now look, now you've got your work cut out for you. But hey, you're still just as good as you were when you joined, and super proud of the third place finish you came home with tonight.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It was quite a heater. Next up is, oh God, what track is it?
Talladega. In
Oh,
the ARCA.
great. That's even better. Great. We're all going to die. Okay. That's going to be something. I may honestly just play it safe for the first half of the race. But, yeah, that Talladega is going to be interesting. So, as long as I survive next week, I think I'll be set for Charlotte.
Absolutely, man. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations, and we'll talk to you soon, man. Take it easy.
You too, man. You too.
All right, let's get Eric Johnson here, our second place finisher for tonight. Eric, man, how we doing?
Glad dad. What up, my brother?
You know, just living the good life. And man, what about that competition tonight?
Yeah, what a race, huh? Are you guys not entertained? A little bit of everything.
Yeah, I was definitely entertained. Man, you were battling hard there with Gavin Smith, beating and banging. He enjoyed it. At least he said he did. Yeah, he said he had to let you go because he knew you two were going to beat and bang once again.
I'm just taking what's mine, and it is what it is. You know, we made some contact. I was running the middle lane there, and he wanted some of the middle lane, but I was running the middle lane, and so I wasn't gonna give up my position there. And if that took a little door, then we'll have to do a little door.
I loved it. I love the battle, man.
Yeah.
You know, this league's getting better each and every week. I mean, from where we started to where we are now, the competition has tenfolded here. No one's really pulling away with the victories anymore. It's nose to tail, grinding, 3-4 wide battles constantly. Love what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun racing out there. The ARCA cars typically they kind of but they have been putting on quite the show with getting packed up, like you said, a few different lines, and I mean, really, tire strategy is what is kind of changing these cars as well. Cordray took 2 there. I mean, I don't know why I don't take 2. I know to take 2, and I didn't take 2, but he made a good call and got the win. I mean, great night for him to get the win with his old grandpaps riding along with him. So congrats to him. Love to see that.
Yes, sir. All right, man, we'll get out of here, and we'll talk to you real soon. How about that?
How about that? Yeah. Outcast. Love you, boys.
All right, without further ado, let's get the champ in here. The race winner for tonight. The odds were in your favor, my friend.
Oh, it sure was.
How about that race?
Man, it was pretty hectic. I knew I had a long run speed, especially after the first pit cycle, having that 4-second gap over everybody. Then caution kind of threw a wrench into it. Then ended up getting into a wreck later on in the race. I thought the race was over with, but I know I got held up in the back of the pack by a couple people, and I knew when I got to the front, it was almost time for pit cycles anyways. So I was hanging out with Eric, trying to pass him, but as soon as he said he was hitting pit road, I was trying to hit pit road, but there was a miscommunication that I had to miss pit road because I was going to get ran over by the car behind me.
Yep.
So I went down the next lap, took 2 tires, and just drove on away.
Yeah, I mean, you had a 4.7 second lead at the end of this thing. So just blistered on them. That was the biggest lead of the night. Really, the leader couldn't get by or couldn't pull away. Everybody was just super competitive all night, which is great to see. And man, the league you have built here has just grown and grown and grown. Now there's tons of competition from the front of the pack to the back of the pack. It's just amazing and an honor that you allow us to watch the league grow. And
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't think this thing would get that big. Starting out with just like 4 or 5 people, just for fun, have something to do on the weekend besides racing officials. But being able to be any part on the racetrack, being able to battle with anyone, anywhere, anytime, it's pretty fun.
That's right, man. Well, with that being said, I just want to express my condolences to you and the Cordray family for the loss of your grandfather on Tuesday. I know it's hard to deal with. You got him on the hood tonight. We had a special tribute at the beginning of the race. You won the race tonight, and I hope some family members were watching as you honored him. And with that being said, if you've got any shout outs, we'll get those and we'll send you on your way.
Well, the most important shout out would be for my grandpa. This race was for him. I'm glad that I was able to bring it home first place, do some donuts with him. I talked to my grandma and showed her the picture of the car I was running tonight, and she said that he would have absolutely loved the car and probably would love to see it actually race tonight if he was still here with us. I know he was a great man, had a bunch of people that loved him, and sadly his life ended too soon at the young age of 69.
Wow.
But also a shout out to you guys broadcasting every week. Shout out to you for throwing the tribute, putting the tribute together. Shout out to all the racers that race with us week in, week out. It's fun racing with everybody, especially how hard the competition is getting. It's getting better and better each week. Besides a few tracks, of course.
Absolutely. Man, good shout out, man, as always. And from one brother to another, love you, man, and hope you guys find healing somewhere at some point sooner than later.
I appreciate it.
All right, buddy, take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, folks. With that being said, that was third place Gavin Smith, second place Eric Johnson, and your winner tonight, Michael Cordray. If you guys want to get in on the action here, the link to the Discord is in the description of this video for Rookie Class Racing. They race Friday nights ARCA League and Saturday nights Trucks. Those are about to finish up and start new seasons. So if you guys want to get in on that, make sure to click that link and join up. If you guys would like to get your league broadcasted, if there's any guys in here that race in the live tonight and want to get your league broadcasted, the link to Racer Nexus is in the description of this video as well. Reach out to Rob Campbell, as he is the owner, and he will get you squared away. With that being said, that is going to do it for tonight. We're going to be back tomorrow night for the Trucks at Bristol. That's going to be a hoot. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Anyway, folks, this is Adam Gladfelter with Racer Nexus, and we'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.